Hi everyone. Right, I'm going to do a brief review in a minute on, well, we'll call it Flop's review so far on the Beckhams. It's not really a very long review, just a couple of things I noticed, but I am enjoying it. It's quite amusing, and I like to, I know it sounds sad, but I like to look in, when these celebrities do these docuseries, I like to watch, one, to get to know them a bit more, if they're being real, and I do think Dave is being very real here. But I like to see inside their houses as well. I just like to have a nose. But anyway, but firstly, Meghan Markle. You know, when Diane, is it Feinstein? Correct me if I'm wrong. She passed away, bless her, and that Meghan's PR team were putting out that Meghan's going to be running for her seat and etc. But remember ages ago when Gavin Newsom had to block Meghan's number and tell his staff to ignore her? Yeah, I don't think Meghan's ever going to run. But I'd like to see her run. I know it sounds petty, but I'd like to see her run because I'd like to see her lose on a landslide, because then she'd have to give up her title, and then it would be even more comical because after she loses, she'd demand it back, wouldn't she? That's how pathetic she is. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments about that. Going on to the Beckhams, what I've seen so far, I've enjoyed it, and I hope you're all watching it because we need to get the numbers up even, sorry, because Meghan's going to hate this as well. She's going to be furious that this is more successful than her flop failure of a docuseries with her non-stop crybaby victimhood, look at me, and obviously the moon bump. Anyway, won't comment anymore about that. David, he's worked very hard to get where he is, bless him, and good for him. He did come from a working class background, but over the years, well, probably 10 or so years ago, despite him earning a lot of money, he did start to ask for more money, which the public didn't really like, and he made it quite public about that too, and I didn't like that about him. But he changed not long after that. But near enough at the same time, his sister was financially really struggling. She couldn't seem to work her way out of it, and he refused to help her. But I think that was down to Victoria, because Victoria can be very snobby. I'll get onto her in a minute. But after that, he grounded himself again, and I think he's realised he shouldn't have done that, blah, blah, blah. He respected the Queen. I like him for that. And he just seems more real now. So, you know, I'll carry on watching to see what I think. But Victoria, another thing I like about David now is he called Victoria out the other day. She said her family came from a working class background, and he stopped her and he said, be honest. And she goes, I am being honest. And then he said, no, you're not, or something, and she didn't know what to say. And then he asked her, what car did your dad drive you in to school? And she didn't know what to say. And you could see her really struggling, because she came across as trying to be more relatable to the poor. In the end, she had to admit it was a Rolls Royce. And he walked off, and I really respect him for that. But can you imagine if Harry spoke to Meghan like that? Oh my God. When the cameras are switched off, there'd be plates flying around. She'd probably try and hammer his head in. And oh my God, there'd be all this breaking news. Meghan's upset, blah, blah, blah. That, oh, honestly, can you imagine? But anyway, I'm going to carry on watching the Beckhams. I just like to see inside their houses more than anything. But another thing, just briefly, hasn't Harper grown? She's really shot up now, hasn't she? But anyway, guys, if you are watching it, let me know your thoughts. If not, I hope you do get a chance to watch it. But I'll leave that for now, guys, and I'll see you very soon.